19th day of November 2014. I'm Kamene Goro, and many thanks for joining us on Ebru African News this afternoon. I trust we do have got quite a bit of a lineup in store for you in terms of what has been happening in our world thus far. So let's get straight to it. Now we start off our bulletin in Kenya, where in a rather unfortunate turn of events, Homa Bay County Senator Gerald Otieno Kajwang is dead. Now, Kajwang died at the Mater Hospital in Nairobi, where he had been rushed for emergency treatment after suffering cardiac arrest on Tuesday night.
Wales. Mourns and tears is what characterized the Lee Funeral Home Wednesday morning as the late Otieno Kajwang's body arrived from the Mater Hospital, where he was rushed after complaining of chest pains. Led by CORD principals RAILA Odinga, Moses Wetangula and Kalonzo Musyoka, mourners gathered at the funeral home to receive and view the body of the late leader.
He started feeling unwell, and then asked the wife to take him to the hospital. He was rushed to Mater Hospital. On arrival, he actually alighted from the car and walked himself into the casualty, but collapsed on arrival at the casualty. The efforts by the doctors to resuscitate him were fruitless.
Kajwang was pronounced dead at 11:34 p.m. Tuesday night. He described his death as a huge blow, not only in the political circles, but to the country at large.
After 11 p.m., he was pronounced dead. This is a terrible blow to ODM and the CORD fraternity, because Otieno Kajwang was one of our strongest pillars in our movement.
Senate Majority Leader Kithure Kindiki, who was also present at the funeral home, eulogized the deceased as a charismatic and passionate leader. He said that the Senate will adjourn today in honor of Kajwang.
We intend to move a motion of adjournment this afternoon at 2:30. I'll be moving that motion so that we can eulogize and mourn Otieno Kajwang, and later on we will be able to pay a visit, all of us in the Senate, to the family as soon as they give us a green light.
Various leaders present also joined in condoling the family.
I take this opportunity on behalf of the Senate to send our sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family of our brother.
At this moment of great grief, all of us stand in solidarity with his family, with the people of Homa Bay, where he served as senator.
Kwa kweli ni pengo kubwa kuanzia kwa famili yetu ya ODM na CORD, na vile vile kwa sababu yeye alikuwa ni kiongozi wa taifa.
President Uhuru Kenyatta sent a message of condolences to the family of the late senator, describing him as an eloquent debater, a patriot and a nationalist.
Homa Bay Senator Otieno Kajwang will be remembered as an eloquent debater and for his charisma. Now, the vocal ODM senator was a close ally of opposition leader RAILA Odinga and a defender of the party's ideologies.
Otieno Kajwang's political life was full of humor. He was a crowd puller known for the famous Bado Mapambano tune during political rallies. He was full of energy, and when he took to the podium, he would provoke the masses to the famous tune. A close ally of opposition leader Raila Odinga, Kajwang did not mince his words while executing his mandate as an opposition politician.
We are not cooling down any soon. In fact, it might get hotter. Jikoni itakuwa hot. Uhuru kama, if you don't want to cook, get out of the kitchen.
At a press conference held 2 weeks ago, Kajwang criticized the government for sending the military to Kapedo, where 21 police officers were killed by bandits.
The police in the Republic of Kenya is a lethal force, but they use that force constitutionally. The army's job, as I've already told you, is a different job altogether, to destroy the enemy. So who is the enemy in Turkana now? The guys who are hiding in caves? And why are you throwing missiles as if you are throwing them in Somali? I would have been happy if I saw that in some part of Somaliland or Mogadishu, because we are fighting some enemy, but not in Kenyan soil. So we must learn the art of governance.
He also had an issue with the Chief of Defense Forces.
I see him too close to the president every day. Whenever there's a small problem, Karangi is there. I wonder, what is this man doing near the president? He should be at the staff headquarters. But every time there is just a small issue, I see him walking. Of course, I also saw Kimayo, but he was walking behind Kimayo. What was he doing there? Onodwale, watch this space.
Until his death, the late Senator Otieno Kajwang was serving as Homa Bay County Senator after being elected in the last general elections. The late Otieno Kajwang was born in 1959. He has died at the age of 55. He attended Makerere University, where he studied law, later joined Kenya School of Law. Since 1997 to 2013, he was serving as the Member of Parliament for Mbita constituency. Between 2008 and 2013, he served as a cabinet minister for immigration in the coalition government.
God bless you.
It goes without saying that he is truly a memorable man, and the country has suffered a great loss with his demise. Now, following the demise of Senator Otieno Kajwang, we now connect with our reporter Sam Gukunyi, who is at the home of the late senator in Runda, to give us the latest on the ground from the family members. Hello, Sam?
Yes, Michelle.
I understand you are at the former senator's, residence. What's the atmosphere like? You know, how is it being taken by the family members?
As you put it right there, right now I'm at the late Otieno Kajwang's home here in Runda, here in Nairobi. As of now, there is very minimal activity here going on. As you would imagine, receiving abrupt news would mean coming to terms with the sudden death of the leader of the home. This is the case to his wife, the children, and the immediate family here. Journalists have not been allowed any access to his home and his pitched camp outside the late senator's home. Only a few of us who have been given that limited access, and those of us who have been inside there, we can clearly say that the activities are very minimal. For the last 2 hours that we've been here, only too many lorries have entered with material to, of course, prepare for the large number of people who will be streaming in here, maybe in this morning period. We've been able to see only one politician, nominated Senator Elizabeth Ongoro. She was here to comfort the family. She described the late senator as a man who was dedicated to bringing change in the political sphere. And a very few number of people have been coming in. Maybe a lot of them are still held up in the hospital where the late senator was pronounced dead. And maybe others are still held up at the Lee Funeral Home. Michelle?
Now just give us your general indication on the impact of this loss, especially being, you know, at ground zero of this man's home.
The late senator's death have been very impactful to the country. It is a death that has shocked the country. It has shocked everybody, and political leaders have been sending out their condolences and condoling with the family. And we have President Uhuru Kenyatta calling the late senator as a patriot and a nationalist, saying that he has been saddened by the loss of the senator. Deputy President William Ruto referred to the late senator as a defender of democracy, and many other leaders, including governors and senators. Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen sent his condolences, saying that the death of the senator as his friend has shocked him. This was also the case with senators like Mutula Kilonzo, Kithure Kindiki, and everybody else who have been coming out to say that it's a really, really great loss to the country.
Now, have you gotten any information or any indication on the events that led up to the demise of the senator?
As of now, the cause of his death is not yet known. We still remain with the information that was received from the hospital this morning, that the late senator died from a cardiac arrest, that is a heart attack. But we've had members of parliament coming out to say that the late senator's death has a lot of suspicion around it, and it should be investigated. They've not suggested in what direction this investigation could lead to, but they think that there is something that is being hidden right now, and they say that they want full investigation into the death of the late Otieno Kajwang for there to be truth of what exactly killed the late home of the senator.
All right, thank you so much, Sam, for those insights. Trust we will